What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I feel like I left you guys sort of hanging yesterday with that video, but I appreciate you for watching it. Today I feel amazing. I feel like I purged something yesterday with that video, but I got kind of emotional there at the end and I wasn't able to continue, you know, and I sort of feel like I ended it short, but after that happened, everything just didn't get better. You know what I'm saying? I still had a whole lot of pain, a whole lot of suffering, and a whole lot of struggle to go through, like, immediately after that. You know what I mean? I, like, went to prison after that and, like, all sorts of things. So, and I can't really explain to you, but because I've been pouring through these traumatic events in my life, I'm like learning things about these events that I was blind to before, and so that's really what I'm trying to explain to you. And it took, like, you know, I had that experience and I didn't really understand anything about it, but now, you know, a little more than like 10 years later, I'm just finally starting to make sense out of some of the things that have happened in my life, and I'm trying to express these things because they are things that I feel like are fucking important. You know what I mean? The things that can save people's lives, type of thing. So what did I learn from that whole experience, dying and coming back and blah 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 blah? Well, I'll explain it to you like this. At some point I developed like a passion, a love for film. I love watching movies and stuff, and movies are pretty amazing. They're almost therapeutic for me. It's cathartic when you watch a movie. I love to sit and cry and laugh, you know what I mean, and relate to the characters and stuff like this. I really like to get involved in the movies. Movies and stories, you know, they pass on information of significance. You know, we always ask the question, well, what was the moral of the story? This sort of thing like that. Well, I really got curious about the movies. Like, you know, how is it that we make these movies, like, and they can make you cry and get so involved, like we believe that the movies are real somehow, even though we know it's not real, right? And so I got kind of like curious about it, and so I sort of started to look behind the scenes, like in the process of filmmaking, and it almost ruined my movie-going experience for me to see all of the like tricks that they use, all of the effort basically that is put into the great deception or the lie that is the final product, the movie, right? And that's kind of how I felt about life. Like, I got a peek behind the scenes, and everything that I'm seeing right here called life is just an illusion. And there's a lot of effort that goes into this illusion, to this deception that is called real life, the movie that is called your real life, right? So I wouldn't be able to sit there and watch a movie without picking it apart and saying that the actors or the actresses were bad, or I think it would have looked better from this angle, or there's always something that I would have changed, or something, or I'm seeing the mistakes made, you know, with editing, or like how the special effects looked, and like this, I'm analyzing the movie so much I can't even enjoy it anymore. You see what I mean? And that's sort of how my life had become, and it felt like that everything was fake. It was all just a staged production, and that there was actually no meaning because of this. Because it was a staged production, it didn't really mean anything. But then I started seeing the truth of it, like that without other people there is no movie. You can't make a movie by yourself. You might be able to, but it's not going to be a blockbuster, bro. You know what I mean? If you want a blockbuster type of movie, you're going to have to work with people. You need characters in your story. You can't tell a story with one character. Who would Harry Potter be without Ron and Hermione Granger, right? Who would Harry be? And who would Ron or Hermione be without Harry? You see what I'm saying? There are different characters in every story, in every movie, right? And those characters are integral parts. You can't take away any of the characters, or else the entire thing will fall apart, or you really have to start rearranging things. That's what it's like when someone dies in your life. That's what happened to me. Somebody close to me died in my life. It was like a character disappeared. Like I was missing something to my story. And so my story didn't fucking make sense anymore. See what I'm saying? And it took me a long time to understand it, that I don't just want to be around people. I don't just want to work with people. I need people. If I want my vision to be for real, if I want my story to be as real as it can be, I need other people. And that's what really makes things real, is the connections that we have between each other. You've ever seen it in movies when somebody dies and they show like their whole life flash before their eyes. It's these grand moments in their life filled with other people. And those memories, that's what you are, an assimilation of memories. And if you forget that, if you forget who you are, it's like dying. Anyway, until next time, I hope you continue to free your mind.